All right, the first credit goes to Gustavo Alfaro. The strategy in the second half was excellent. Even though Turkey was coming at them, Alfaro knew what to do to stop the Turkish team and to stay and keep that clean sheet because Gustavo Alfaro knew that in the next match they would face Australia, and Australia is not an easy team. And Alfaro kept a clean sheet the whole time, added defenders, at one point even became superior and ended up attacking in the match. The Paraguayan national team, Alfaro made a huge tactical plan, and the coach ended up taking the win. And the victory for Paraguay, an entire nation is going to celebrate. Today, Paraguay wins a match again after a very long time. 2010, the last World Cup for Paraguay. They dream of the round of 16, I would say. They could practically be in. If Australia wins the next match, Paraguay will be in the next round, either as second in the group or as third. This leaves Turkey out. They have no mathematical or Olympic chances, so to speak. Let's remember that today Olympic qualification counts a lot. Turkey is out of the World Cup. That's the first news coming out of this match. And the other is that Alfaro's team won. A great strategy in the second half where they knew how to close up at the back and didn't let the Turkish team play much, which didn't have many opportunities other than shots from outside and crosses into the box that ended up in nothing. A great Gustavo Gomez, a great Aldrete and Cáceres in the first half, who did a brilliant job and makes it to the podium of the best players of the match. De los posibles ataques. For me, though, the impeccable work in the second half was done by Galarza Fonda, always supporting the defense, and the passes to Enciso, who was the only one left in the attack for the counterattacks, were from Galarza Fonda, always available. He ended up leaving on a stretcher. We'll have to see how the player Matias Galarza Fonda is doing, since he played a great match, in addition to scoring the goal that opened the scoring. And he also closed it because it was the only goal of the match at the 15th minute. And with this, Paraguay dreams again. In a World Cup, Coach Alfaro knew how to correct the mistakes he made against the United States. The defensive errors didn't happen again. He corrected them and did a great job. I think the standout figure of the match is Alfaro, but I can't give the best player of the match award to Alfaro. Instead, I'm going to give it to Matias Galarza Fonda for scoring the decisive goal that lets Paraguay dream again, and also for all his defensive work during the match. In second place, maybe Juan Jose Cáceres. Great match. He had been the worst against the United States. He was criticized from all sides. Alfaro gave him confidence. He's back on the field, and Cáceres ends up being one of the best in this match. And the other one who was there and was very important was Julio Cesar Enciso, who gave his all even in defense and everywhere on the field. The Paraguayan player ended up having a great match, a very good tactical approach from Alfaro from start to finish. He scored the goal. Paraguay held strong at the back, never letting Turkey advance. So Turkey will end up watching the World Cup from home, and the Turks will play their last remaining match against the United States. And they will have to return to the European continent and watch another World Cup from home. But the good news is they qualified again to qualify again for 2030. That will be the task. But as for Paraguay, now it's time to dream about the round of 16 and keep advancing to the next rounds.